also an open working.
Mine's dead. Hate that. Mine's dead too. Dang, I hate that.
bought it, and I bought a 3-axle trailer.
Oh, okay.
And a little trailer.
Well,
I don't know, just go say I took it off and left it.
what's up, boys?
Yeah, well, it had its own number on it.
Yeah, oh.
So I presume it was somebody else.
All right. We ready to go?
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Oh, you know, no, okay.
just open word prayer.
Yep. Dear Jesus, you've been so good to us, and we appreciate it. And we feel thank you for your kindness. City, help us be well.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call.
Alan?
Yes.
Presente.
Jimmy?
Here.
John, here.
Minutes. Bill.
Yeah, I did.
You sign.
I'll make a motion to approve them, represent. I'll second that.
Have a motion and a second for the minutes. As written. Roll call.
Alan? Yes. Fred?
Yes.
Jimmy?
Yes.
John? Yes.
All right. Financials, Jason.
Okay, first page is the balance sheet for the general fund. Year over year comparison, August 24 to August 25. It's only $80,000 for change from the year, it went up $80,000. Next page is the August 24 to August 25 comparison of profit and loss. Had almost $1,500 loss this year versus $8,500 last year.
Been like that ever since you got on here.
I know, right? Part of it is insurance. And it's vehicle expense, that's pretty well, big one to make up that difference. And the next two pages are the year-to-date, 24 and 25. We've got $151,000 loss in 25, same time last year, $16,000 loss, but you can look at the park expense, $138,000, court expense, $15,000. Little increase in salaries, and $48,000 less in revenue, which most of that is from
The big part of that's gonna be that grant money that came in for the park, like it come in last year's income and you spend it this year. So,
Yeah.
and profit and loss compared to budget to actual. The next two pages, I guess that's on the same page. Looks like we're a little behind schedule on revenue, but a lot of that is like the library donation, $20,000, $99,000 park grant is in the budget. We don't have them in here yet, so that's, we put those in there and we'll be right now where we ought to be at the end of August. As far as expenses go, a little bit higher than we should project, I guess, technically this time of year, about 78%. Still tracking pretty decently. Next one is the street fund balance sheet. It's got about 1.7, a little over $1.7 million versus 1.4 last year. P&L on the next page for August. Just for the month, August had a $29,000, almost $30,000 net income versus $66,000 lost last year. The revenue's been the same, but we had sidewalk expense last year, this year. Yeah, it's coming. It's all about time. And then year to date through the end of August is the next page. Again, you've got there's street resurfacing in there, sidewalk expense in there for last year, not in this year. So then the budget to actual on the next page.
and the street resurfacing, they have started. So.
Where they at?
They did Oakville Street pretty much done today, and they're gonna take 2 loads of patching and go up and do work on the load into Great Southern. They're gonna start doing patching. They did 2 loads of patching on it. They didn't want to order any more asphalt and that because of rain conditions. They're working on that. They've got 70 loop done, and the golf course road part that had to be done is, those 2 are chip and seal. They've got that finished.
Next page will be sanitation fund balance sheet, $905,000 in asset. Okay. month of August P&L on the next page. Very similar last year, year to date on the next page. A little behind last year. 30,000. Wages, and we did increase the contract for board. And then the budget actual on the next.
One reason that we're growing, I'm assuming, is city rates have been high and it's all cool. It's offset some of it, correct?
Some of it.
Yeah. Which ain't gonna be too much longer.
I wouldn't think. Water and sewer department balance sheet. Next two pages. About almost $6 million checking and savings accounts. Most have CDs, which are earning, most of them earn at least 4%.
One reason why that balance is a little higher than it was 2 years ago, with the restructure of notes, you haven't had the big note payments on water and sewer, but you will have those as quick as those projects get started. So those numbers are jumping up. We'll have a cushion for about 3 years there, and then that money will start going back down. It's in our budget. The note payment I put in the budget for the water and the sewer both.
The next two pages is just month of August. This year versus last year, total income was $100,000 more, while expenses were just about the same, so I think about $100,000 more in net income. Sales tax revenues difference, there's a different way that's allocated. So year to date through August, the next two pages. Revenues about $400,000 more again, that's mostly sales tax.
You say through August, you mean September?
No, coming on,
No, I was just looking at this thing. You're talking about this page. I'm looking at the right page.
I think it's one over, ain't it?
This one here says something.
that's the wrong one.
I'll just make sure I had the right page. Okay, here's one right here. Yeah. Yeah.
So the difference is there, so maintenance on water and sewer this year is a lot less as compared to what it was last year.
That, we have talked to, who's boy that was doing a lot of city work, contractor doing a lot of city work. Lives up near that field up in there. Rick Davis. Those two guys, owners of that, have come down and have went over our list of stuff that we got started and not finished, and they've got TJ tied up. They've got 4 or 5 big clarifiers to build, and they've got 2 filter projects already, and if Glenwood filter project does up, TJ's tied up the shop for the next solid year, but they don't take on any more work. So they're gonna bring the crews in and start helping us get these little odd and end things that haven't got finished, fixed up. We've got some work done last month, but we're not anywhere near caught up on our heavy maintenance that's gotta be done. I'll go over that a little bit later.
The last two pages, no, we got wrong dates on there, is budget actual. It looks like our income is way below, but again, that does not include the water or sewer project additional money of $90, $15, nor the expenses associated with those. That's why it looks that way.
The sewer project has been at the health department for almost 6 months now. It's gone through the 3rd set of reviews. That job should hopefully be getting that to bid pretty quick. The water is getting ready to go to the health department, but the sewer project is they've had 3 sets of comments. The last one, they wanted something that's impossible. They want to know where the water line across the place and the depth it's going to be between the sewer mains. And I don't know who up there at the health department wants that, but you don't know where the depth of every water line in the city of Glenwood is that the sewer mains are going to be replaced under. There's no way of knowing that. If there's anything close to it, tell them we'll try to do something about it. If there's anything close to it, get there. I don't know where that is. I wouldn't have a clue where it was. You have to dig up all 84,000 plus sewer mains, that's where anything is.
I know one thing, just a quick note, but water and sewer might look good for a minute, but when you go to burning that money, you burn it fast.
We've got a lot of, give me one set of
'Cause ain't
financial
nothing-
minutes.
Ain't nothing cheap on it.
I've got all the work that we've got a lot of inventory bought last year that's not installed. We got, at industrial park, we got to completely rebuild that lift station and put down to one pump in it. All that equipment's bought, sitting up here, it's not installed. At the sawmill, we've got, all the electrical equipment bought to replace all that's burned up, it's not put in. Maintenance pump station, we bought 2 pumps, you'll see on the budget you're gonna approve. One was out, one was in, both VFDs were out there, 2 of the VFDs were out at, Trinity. Those have been replaced. We've still got one pump over there that's got some, micro switches or something out of it, we're supposed to be looking at to get that fixed. I'm trying to think, you got a new motor delivered for the water plant today that's gonna hit us next month, that's, what were those, about 10,000, wasn't it?
A little over. No, right at it. Never
I
mind.
think the new one was 12 and the rebuilt was, well, one of the pumps we had.
What did they do about that one if we'd only used a week and it went out? Did they try
That
to-
wanted to run more than, the one that's in there that's using oil is quit using oil that's in there. They delivered a new motor today. We've got both pumps running, but the pump that we put in, one of the pump motors we put in last year got hit by lightning and it's not rebuildable. So,
But I was thinking you had told me one of them was in our stock. We put it on there running about a week and it started getting us trouble. Did that one straighten out?
we think it was dropping oil.
In other words, probably the rings hadn't sealed good. Is that what you're
We're
saying?
hoping because all we're running right now is while the operator's
I
actually
got,
there,
I got you.
but he's not losing oil in it.
That sounds believable. Yeah. Okay.
And it's quit leaking oil. If that pump starts leaking oil again, we got to pull that motor, put the new motor on, send that motor in, and it'll be under warranty.
I got you.
But we still have to buy a motor because we lost the motor during all this. So.
But they do know we're trying to figure it out.
Yeah, he told me if we'll pull the motor, he'll pull it, take it back right now. I said, but if it quits leaking oil, I'm sure not spending labor pulling it. It's wrong.
I just
If
didn't
it
want to run
quits.
it too long and then get home.
If it's, well, that's why Howard's not running it if he's not at the plant.
Yeah, I got you.
If he's at the plant, he's running it and it's quit leaking oil.
Okay.
So the guy we bought the motor from said, go ahead and pull it and send it in, we'll tear it down and go through it. And I said, if it's quit leaking oil, those pumps don't have any oil in them when you get them. Those motors, you gotta oil them up. And you have to use a mineral oil.
Break, you know.
Gotta be.
No, we got a mineral oil.
It'll be
It's different than anybody uses that oil in. Everybody else can use regular oil. We gotta run a mineral oil that's
Oh, yeah.
they can get drinking water on first. So our oil is a little lighter than that we have to run those, but it seems to be sealed off and working all right. But it's possible that motor will still have to be changed and pulled. But they're supposed to deliver a new motor today, and we haven't seen a bill on that yet. All right, anything else on the financials?
Yeah.
Have a motion to accept financials for August.
I'll make that motion.
That next sheet there is just an information sheet. There's nothing to do on it. It's just your CDs. Every month.
The next round of maturities are in November, so.
We got a motion on for
Motion and a second.
it. He seconded it.
Roll call.
Chris,
Yes.
Alan,
Yes.
Jimmy.
Yes.
John, yes.
Okay. The next one, if you, the mitigation money that the state gets every year, you can get a 75-25 match up to $300,000 an application. You can put 2 applications in. I've got stuff there for y'all to discuss on the 2 applications. Whatever you do on these applications, you're gonna pay a grant writer's fee, so when you look at this on maybe the generators, I don't care how we do it, I would still apply for a grant on both of them until you get it. But remember, the prices I'm gonna show you on the generators, you're gonna have 12 or 14% grant writer fee on top of that, and you're gonna have 20% engineering to send these specs in, and I'm gonna give you that for them to write it up and do it. So, but anyway, and y'all gotta tell me if you wanna do them or not. We've gotta look at both of these. One of the applications would be culverts, and I would like you to apply for would be culverts and a bridge down on First Street. If you look at the pictures of the culverts, they didn't catch the bridge, but in the last mitigation report the city had done, I wish Britt was here because that was when Britt went around and took these pictures. And I think what we need to do, if y'all will approve that, is just get the engineer to go in and write up what needs to be done on each of these culverts that are showing it needs to be replaced. This is already in the state's already got these pictures, except for First Street. And write those up in one grant, if y'all will approve it for that. If we don't get a grant on it, we may have to go in there and start doing these individually, but these are not been, some of these I'm gonna check, one or two of these may have been fixed already. I think one or two of the ones on, County Line Road we've already replaced.
How fast?
This has to be, these grants have to be turned in by the 14th of next month, so we
Well,
have to get them done.
What I'm asking is, can we go ahead and do some of this work on some of these culverts?
No, not if you're writing it up, but anything we've already done won't be eligible for the grant. So if you're gonna apply, whatever you're gonna apply for on the grant, you can't fix. It has to be bid and contract done. We have not got all these. One or two of these, it's possible have already been replaced. I'll have to go right up tomorrow. I didn't get these pictures back until today on all of these. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 culverts, 14 culverts, 15, it's like 15 culverts. So I would like y'all to approve to apply for the mitigation grant or the, whatever.
Yeah, if we apply for this grant, how long is it gonna hold us up? It looks like some inch covers. Ain't nothing but
Well, they're gonna get the bids out,
Get
get the bids out pretty quick,
I mean, we're talking like 90 days?
at least, probably, yeah.
Is there not a couple of these we need to go ahead and do something with?
Whatever you wanna do something with, you can apply for in the
I
grant.
get that part of it, but. this
And I'm
year-
fine with whatever we wanna do. But then if y'all go to the very back pages, the thing that they didn't catch in all this work, if y'all look at these pictures, that is the bridge at First Street. That's the sewer main laying in there, there's nothing wrong with it, the sewer main is a double iron, it's not leaking or anything. But then the foundation on that bridge is gone. There's no foundation on that bridge in that one picture. You see that one corner, it's completely gone. And I would like to get that's gonna be your expensive parts. Because first thing I have to do is get a box culverts that are wider than what's in there now, because you can't, that whole 8-inch main is showing right there.
Bill, are we gonna have to lower that?
No, you just have to put a wider box culvert, they'll use those box culverts, and they'll go rectangle on this, we'll have to go wider than that. I think, I'm not the engineer, you're gonna have to write that
Do you
up.
not have to lower that line though?
Can't. It's what it's sewer line,
Oh, that's right, it's gravity
it's on
feed.
gravity load, it can't be lower. I will get the engineer to look at these, if we see something, if it's okay with y'all, if y'all approve us to do the grant application, if there's something we see that's, all these need replaced, there's not a question about them. But if there's a, one that's really dangerous.
There's one or two that looks like it needs to be fixed now, and maybe we can find a couple of different ones that we need to throw in here with
There's
this.
one right there that's holding water, obviously, and then there's another one on here that looks terrible. Here, that right there,
What number is that?
that's number,
Give it that page.
3, over number 3. Looks to me like that thing needs to be.
Some of these we may have got done. I have not been out there. I got this sheet today, trying to get this together on vacation last week. Putting the packet together today. This is what's turning on mitigation already. And if y'all want me to, well, I'll get the engineer up here one day and we'll go through all these. It's gonna have to be quick. The ones we think we can wait, we'll put on the bid with Bridge on First Street. The bridge on First Street may be $100,000.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But we can apply for up to $300,000.
I would think number 1 and number 10 probably need to be fixed right now.
Yeah.
And maybe we pick 2 more that need to go in here with this. But number 1 and number 10 need to be fixed right now.
Number 12 looks like it's caved in too.
Well, all these need to be fixed. That's why I said it's report, guys. But you can get a grant on it. To do as much as you can do the grant on. And you may not get
Oh, I know,
well,
it looks pretty bad, yeah.
I would at least like to apply for everything we get on the grant.
I'm just saying. Y'all do what you want, I'm just saying.
I need to go by and look at some of
Is
these.
this a 100% grant or 80/20?
It's
75,
75-25. But 75%, better than 100%, let's pay.
Yeah, we need to,
Yeah, we need to utilize.
First Street's pretty bad, that needs to be. I got you.
I can get the engineer to write, I don't think this whole project can run over the 300,000. And put that's number 1 priority. We got to talk about generators too in a minute. Because those are the 2, and we'd do 2 grant applications, wouldn't do 1. And then depends on how many people apply for grants, how much what project should be funded. And we have no way of knowing that today. So is it all right to go ahead and apply for the grants and the bridges under one of the grants?
Oh, by all means, I'll make a motion to move on with that, yes.
The mitigation grant money that's out there?
Yes.
I have a motion to apply for mitigation grant on culverts and bridges as presented, and I'll get back with you when the engineer gets back with us. You got any questions?
No.
You have a motion, have a second.
I seconded it.
Roll call.
Alan?
Yes,
Chris?
Yes.
Jimmy?
Yes.
John? Yes.
Okay. Next thing on your list are portable generator that's 25 or 30 years old. The gen end is burned up. The engine's all right, but the gen end's burned up. It never hooks up right because the switch on that went out, to change voltage 10 years ago, 12 years ago, and
Yeah, it's been a while, I
where you
couldn't
gotta
tell you.
change a plate for the voltage of electricity you gotta go into, and you gotta pull it off the bolts and put it on there, and that's just not something I'm comfortable with our guys doing.
what made that, what's the state there out on it or something?
I had burned the whole end of it. It's, yeah, it's
Is
awful.
it,
The-
what is
the-
it put out?
It's 175 kW, I think is what it is. But anyway, I've been checking on, and if you look at there's one in there that's, these have all got mixed up. You should see one that says 35,000, or 36 something.
I don't have that at all.
It was in there, I don't see it in here either.
Well, that's what I was looking for. I've got a
See that?
70 and 100 portable, and then I've got a 50 and 100 stationary.
36 is the one that would be at Rice, if that's the way. Now then, also, this can be applied for on the grant. That would be your second priority, I would think. But this can be applied for, the generator can be applied for on the grant. There's supposed to be, and I gave it to them, I don't know where it is, because I brought all that up here. There's a 30, I think it's a 36,000 stationary.
36 kW. It was right at
It's a 200 now.
right at 35.
It's around $35,000.
I believe.
There's just a set of paperwork missing. It ain't here, it was in all of them. It should say 36 something right there. And it was in there when I took it up to them, and I looked at it. But anyway, then the stationary RS-50s will run one big motor at the Hilltop and Twin Bridges lift station. It will not run two. If you want to go with two, you would have to do the 100, the RS-100. These generators, if you bid them out, you got to really watch on the quote on them, because I did not understand this. You got DFDs at all pump stations. And the DFDs, you get in here and find there's a spec on this.
I got fresh propane in here.
Fresh propane is that will be the tanks you buy. That needs to be pulled out extra, but that will go ahead with buy those tanks and you put these in. That, like on that 50 on that back page, it says RS-50, RS-100, VFG. That is some kind of a monitor that controls that VFD, the VFDs, so you don't bring motors up on the generator. And if that's not in on the generator, I was told that you will burn a motor up.
I'm confused as to which estimate we need to go with here.
Okay, you got a 50?
No. Is one of these
There are two
is one of
different-
these supposed to be natural gas and the other one's
No, they're both propane, but there's a little bit of difference in the way one runs. One little, the Hilltop pump station, Twin Bridges, is a little bit difference in cost. One says Twin Bridges, one says Hilltop. There's a difference in, they're pouring the slab and all that. There's a little
I
bit.
got you. Okay.
Not a lot, but a little.
I didn't see that. I'm sorry.
So those, if you do the 50,000, this will have the automatic transfer switches and everything, all the wiring done in it, turnkey job, the way this bid is done for Northside. You'll have, if you do this as a whole, you're gonna have to bid it out. If you do it as one unit, you can probably do it without bidding it out if you want to, but that's up to you. But if you do it, you definitely do it on the grant, you pay the 12% grant writer fee and 20% engineering design fee, which is designed right here, but anyway. If you wanted to run, we very seldom ever, those pumps in those pump stations, one is an all, you run one propane's got a backup pump. You very seldom ever run two of those pumps. If you're gonna run both of those pumps at those two pump stations, you would have to do the RS-100, the 100 generator. And the difference in cost is about $13,000, I think.
So if you go with the 100, there's not a difference on the way they have to be hooked up.
No, as far as, you'd have a transfer switch and electrical, all that's been in the package, the way they're doing it.
But I didn't see a difference on those on the 100.
I don't know why there was a difference on the one and not on the
No,
other.
there is a difference. So it's pretty front to back. I see it. About $2,000.
But you're looking at $55,000 against
42.
42,
Really,
30.
how many hours over the last 5 years has that thing run, US thing?
Good question.
Just 10 hours?
You probably run more than that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, one option, you know as well as I do, but one pretty good option is Hug and Haul, Hums, United Rental, and several of them sell them 3-year-old really nice generators over at Blackman's every so often, and you buy a real nice one for about, a lot of times 10 grand. That's got not that many hours on it.
You talking about a portable?
Well, not really portable, but yeah, portable enough, you know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't want a portable because that's the reason we're in the shape we're in
You know
now.
the one y'all got at the store?
Everybody wants to borrow it. Oh, one like that.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm talking about one at the store.
The one store was portable, we used to go off the track.
I'm just saying, I don't
The one
want,
down there at the.
Yeah, I don't want it to be moved.
mine's,
No, yeah, but I'm talking
my vote's
about,
gonna be no if it's a portable because
they depreciate so fast, and then they bottom out, and still don't have any hours on
You
them.
buy, what's the rental for?
There's not a rental. The portable, if you go portable, you would buy one unit. It's supposed to buy three, but it's
Yeah.
cheaper to buy three than
Right.
one.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
You can put them all, you can put these, they say in one spot, they're a lot cheaper. They got a lot, there's a lot more stuff on the portable, for intro and all that mess, I don't understand all that, but there's a whole lot more mess gotta be put on.
Yeah, we use it every day.
And, so if you went with running both pumps, if you look at the portable one that, rental power, it says on those, that's 100 kW and 70 kW. If you're gonna run both pumps, you need 100 kW. If you're gonna run one pump, you need 70 kW. But you're,
you gotta ask him, I don't know.
here's the big difference in the two
50
bids.
50 something.
The three smaller ones, the three
Yes, 50%,
standby,
I don't know.
are automatic switch, we do nothing. Electricity goes out, pumps them on. The portable one, you've got, if you look on
You gotta
the
go
back
out
of
there.
one of these sheets, you've got cables and you've got all this extra switch gear, because I'm not gonna have it where I gotta go out there and guess on what's hooking up. The new one, you have cam locks, and you'll have 4 colors of wire. If it's 2H, you hook up 3 wires, but it'll be, I
ain't seen
don't
the
know, I'm
price
just saying a
yet.
color now, one will be a red, blue, and a green, and the fourth wire will be a yellow for the 4-way connection. And then, you've got to switch the generator switch before you start to what voltage you're running at the building. Where you set these other ones in, they're permanently set. If that's the way you want to do
You
it.
gotta find a way to go out there.
But when, if you do the permanent set units, you'd be cheaper by about
Portable.
30,000 than you are to buy one portable.
Nope.
And then the propane tanks, these are propane. I did these at propane instead of diesel. Diesel, you don't ever run the fuel out of those. You top them off with diesel again, and the next thing you know, you got 10-year-old diesel fuel in the tank. With propane, it don't go bad. But your cost for the 3 500-gallon tanks delivered and all your regulators and all is $11,900 if you did. This is food for thought. I threw it in front of you now. If you want to apply for the grant, you've got to say, let's apply for the grant. And these would go in and they've got specs up and bid them out. I wouldn't probably bid the propane tank out. I'd really get that from the local guy, because he's gonna have to do one for them.
I'd rather get bids on myself personally.
These won't be bid if you do it, you can do it bid either way, but if you're gonna go, if you want us to apply for it on the grant, maybe get 75% of
Yeah.
it. You can apply, but I need you to do, and if you're gonna apply for the grant, we're gonna look at it anyway, you need to tell me whether we're gonna go with the portable generator or 3 permanent mount generators.
I'm not voting to pay $165,000 for a 100K portable generator.
No.
It's not gonna happen.
Well, I didn't, I got you, because that's what you had.
I'm
I'm
telling
presenting you all the information,
I
guys.
want permanent.
I'd rather have a permit, because we get called up from this city and that city wants to borrow the generator, and we've
That's-
loaned them the generator, and everybody, time the generator's been borrowed, it's been come back with something burned up on it, nobody's paid anything to you. Actually, Instrument Supply, a company that you buy your equipment from, borrowed it and bought it back with a switch burned up in it, and didn't fix it, so that was been
That's been,
18 years ago, 15 years ago, it's been a long time.
I bet it's been close to 20.
Well, I don't have natural gas at Hilltop, and natural gas, right now, natural gas does not want to run a service for a generator. You could get natural gas at 2 of them, but you'll have to jack care in the parking lot and all of them down here, right to the gas line, and you could get a natural gas one at Twin Bridges, because it's,
Oh, that's something I didn't ask about. Are we gonna be able to fit a tank inside the fence there?
yeah, we looked at that, along there, along there. Yep.
Propane's no good running the motor yet.
But, the thing, if you, okay, let's say you've ruled out the portable generator, you're going to standby, do you want to look at getting bids on the 50 or the 100? You don't want to be able,
It's only
you'd have to manually turn 2 pumps on to run 2 pumps. The automatic switch gear won't turn 2 pumps on. Because we don't have them set that way. Today, on electricity, you won't turn 2
What
pumps on.
about the option of applying for a grant? And if we don't get the grant, then we look at the secondary market and see just how much difference there is in a 3-year-old generator and a brand new one. I mean, there might be like a $70,000 difference.
Well, it won't, on like 50,000, you're looking at, but the thing you're not, the thing I've got, if you don't have this, I've been warned real heavy.
Well,
This-
165,000 now is what Chris
They're
was
going
showing.
flat.
The 39,126 on this 50, I don't know how much
For
that
RKW.
PMG is. You ever throw PMGs on the Gulf Well? He said, if you don't, he said, you can get a generator a lot cheaper than this generator. They said, if you don't have that DMG on there, you're gonna burn your motor up, if they're gonna be FDs. We'll burn the FDs instead of the motor. He said, it's very expensive not to run. He said, that harmonics, am I saying that right? He said, it's critical. And he said, people
It's
building
the motor, it's the
generators
startup
don't
of the
look at
motor,
that.
though. It deals with the startup of the motor. It's not instant startup.
That's what the VFD does.
So it's the same.
The
Like,
VFD
By the
does,
same
some about this, it's something in the harmonics, and I don't understand.
it's like flipping a light switch, the way I understand, because the generator kicks on,
So
it goes
basically,
full
the
idle.
VFD,
It
same thing
doesn't
as a VFD.
it doesn't send it all to that.
Yeah, it's just ramping it up or ramping it down. It's not
protects it.
instant. Yeah, I got you. I understand.
If y'all wanna do, I personally think we need to try to go for grant first.
Same target,
So,
same target.
75, 25.
say about 25, and then we gotta pay. So the numbers you're looking at will be 30% higher if you bid than what you're looking at.
But-
Because you're gonna pay the grant writer, you're gonna pay the engineer 25, or 20, whatever percentage.
This is with the slab and everything.
But what-
That's what everything. The only, yeah. And if you look, the propane tanks are not in that bid. The only thing Thrash didn't put in here is, what's the gas line, you know how many feet of gas line?
What's the warranty on these?
It said right back here.
I thought I saw that. I can't
What-
remember
what-
the warranty.
It said
Just
2 year or
2
something
year.
like that.
You can ask anywhere you want, but
Cummins on the motor itself with a 2 year base warranty when used.
Oh, we need to see about the grant first.
y'all just need to tell me which way we need to work on. Right now, we have pump station electricity go out, we don't have generators. But our generator is,
Yeah.
according to Buddy, he's looked at that up there, tore down, TJ, shot TJ, tore down there, he said, Billy, I wouldn't put a 25-year, I wouldn't put $15,000, $20,000 in a 25-year-old generator.
No.
Because he said, you still got a motor that's 25 years old, and he said, he said, I just don't suggest it.
You said the only reason it wouldn't turn on 2 pumps because the switch won't turn on 2 pumps. You have to manually, but it still run 2 pumps.
We can run 2 pumps, the water operator would have to turn both pumps
If
on.
we're out of power, I can almost guarantee you that Howard's gonna be down here anyway
Yeah.
because he's gonna be checking his plant out.
But it would take the one.
It would take, if you're gonna run both pumps, it'll take the 100.
If
Well,
you
not
want it
that
to automatically
RS-26, I don't
do-
have the paperwork here on, it will run both
That's what he
pumps,
said.
because on the sewer lift station, they have,
Yeah.
if they both, if the float switch is kicked in on, they're gonna run.
Declared the 50 will run.
The 50 will not run both pumps.
Well, you said it-
The 50 will run one pump, you have to get the 100 is gonna run both pumps at those lift stations.
Okay.
We do not normally run both of those pumps, is what I was saying, because you try, that's a lot of pressure. You go from 600 gallon a minute to 1200 gallon a minute, those mains, you're pushing a lot more water. I just need to know if y'all wanna look at the 100 or the 50, or if y'all don't wanna do whatever you want. I'm just
But we're not
about a
gonna-
generator.
If we're gonna do it, I don't see the need of buying half what we need.
I'm just presenting you both options, guys.
Well, not for $13,000 worth. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all wanna do the hundreds, if we look at the hundreds on the grant.
It's just my thoughts.
Okay. Would y'all make a motion to look at, the 36 KW, which is, I don't know where the price is, but it's in there, it's in the package.
It's 35,000 and some odd dollars.
Around 35,000 for this. And this is more than the generator, this is all the wiring and the automatic switch gear, and all that hooked up, he's got it there. This company here has actually got an electrical contractor that does electrical. He says generator, and he comes down and turns the generator on. And this is Northside Power, because it takes care of all your service on the generator. And it will be bid, Aaron and them they've been using specs from Caterpillar on their generator. I mean, specs are specs, I mean, specs, I don't know which one to get. This is just Northside to give you a number of what you're looking at. I blindsided you with this tonight, because I didn't know what to do. But I also didn't know the last week we could apply for this on that grant. I'm not telling you we're gonna give you one of the grants, but you can apply for 2 applications.
So which one has the 2 pumps?
Both. Hilltop and Twin Bridges both have 2 4
Okay.
pumps.
Okay.
Those are both same size pumps.
So what, are you just gonna put it out there and just wait for people to answer back as far as bids go?
No,
Or
you'll
advertise? Or,
No,
or you pick
Kyron
3?
Kyron and them, if you do it through the grant, Kyron and them will put it up for bid, because I didn't think of that, it's like
Okay.
a job.
All right. Well, there's not a lot. I mean, you only got like Tri-Lakes and
Yeah, there ain't many.
RP and Northside.
Put that out for
There's
bid,
only
what
one
they
more.
last.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You may get somebody in that's bidding on it, but,
Yeah.
I mean, whoever a little better is, get it if it goes up for bid. But make a motion, whatever, if you wanna do that too, and I'll use the hundreds and the 36,
What about
and then the 36 on the one at Rice. The 2 100s at Hilltop and Twin Bridges, and the 36 at Rice. We'll work on the bid on it. You have a second?
This will be fine to approve the grant.
Yes. Yes, that's what that. Have a second?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Next thing on the list, city park hours. We've had a lot of people at pickleball, love playing pickleball, and it's too hot in summer, and they don't get dark in the winter. I got a 6 hole about it, 2 of them out of it, and I'm
Last
5.
meeting,
pole we got, and I've got people
I know.
that are donating $500 to light those double big LED lights. You have to put 4 of them on the pickleball court. If you lit the basketball court, you take another 4. Or $500 fixture. I have supposedly got, and I got one check brought to me this afternoon, to make one light, on the pickleball court, for $500. And I supposedly have 4 paid for on pickleball court, and I've got 2 more that's already agreed to pay for 2 on the basketball court. And then we got 2 more to pay for, $500 apiece. We'll have the lighting fixtures paid for.
Can I say something on that area?
Yes?
Okay, I brought this up different times over the last year or two, and but I still believe that there is that person out there that has a real interest, whether it be geographically or logistically or however you want to call it, in that area. That if we would find some older person, some retired vet, somebody, and give them some type of jurisdiction over that park. I don't mean like walk around with a sawed-off shotgun, but give them some type of jurisdiction over that park where they would kind of take it under their wing and look out for it, to where if something did happen to the park, that they would at least be a good source of info back and forth. That I think that person's out there that would help us keep that park in nice shape for some of these elderly ones and different ones that are using it. Just a note, carry on.
I would like for y'all to consider, if we're gonna light the court, to change the hours at the park to 3 or 4 hours after sunset.
Oh, yeah.
And then you'd have
You gonna put the light on
lights.
timer so they
The
go
lights
off?
would be on, they come on electric guy, then you turn them off for 4 hours.
Turn on, turn off, like turn timer?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we
Wait,
need to
they
change.
walk, turn the light on, walk off, it'll go out.
Is it a timer?
Have you not seen
No,
it?
So you just turn it on like an hour later it goes
Yeah.
out? What if you're in mid-point?
Well, no, you're not gonna play, I mean, you can turn it, like some of those 4 hours.
Yeah, well,
The-
we're down $68 or something
the,
like that.
what,
Cause you know what's gonna happen, somebody go to turn on, they never get turned
what
on.
we had looked at was put them on an electric guy, and if you set the light, we could go 4 hours after sunset, we could set the timer to run the last 4 hours, and go. Big
Yeah,
LED
that's a-
lights,
that's a
they're
good
not,
idea.
those big LED lights aren't pulling, those
No.
big lights now, aren't even pulling 1 amp. They're,
No.
but anyway, we put them on a timer, and if y'all say the park didn't stay open 4 hours past sunset, 3 hours past sunset, 1 hour past sunset, that'd be what the timer said on the job. We need to change the park hours if we're gonna light.
What's the big difference? Because some part of the year that'll be about 9 p.m. and another part of the year will be midnight. So what do you want to do?
Well, for instance, in the heat of the summer, they're gonna play pickleball after it gets cool enough to play.
Yeah.
Hopefully in the winter, they'll be through playing 4 hours
If
after
If they're
5
up there
o'clock.
after midnight, they're probably up to no good.
What is the latest sunset in the summer? You may not,
About
may
8:30.
not wanna say that.
Instead of X amount of hours after sunset.
Time. 11 o'clock, can't be here.
Or whatever.
There you go. There you go. I'm personally not
And
going
if it
to
comes up, it's up to you, you're gonna hear about it.
Personally,
Hey, man, we need to come late, but,
I'm not going to do it.
I mean, if you're out there,
Whatever we do, we're gonna change ours.
if you drive by there, somebody drives by there and there's, every court's full and it's 10:01, nobody's gonna run them off, so you gotta be out of the park. I mean,
I'm glad to see the course getting used like that.
pick a ball Joe out there, buddy, you'll get him. I'm good with whatever.
Y'all just need to vote on the time, how you want to close the park, we'll change the time.
Just go to 10 p.m.
10 p.m. I'll see that work.
Motion second.
Second.
Motion second, close, change the city
I
park
think
closing time.
that's pretty reasonable, ain't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Sometimes they want to go a little longer.
We can address it.
But I mean, I think people, pickleball people are gonna go home, they're not gonna be out there at midnight if it's 4 hours.
What's reasonable?
10 o'clock.
You're right.
Yeah, listen, if it's a church group or something like that,
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna be real.
Exactly.
Okay, so motion second, roll call.
Who was the second?
Me.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
If anybody that would like to contribute money, we need another $1,000.
More time, Billy.
Huh?
More time, like what I'm saying, that'll work. What I was saying earlier, that'll work in the right situation. Somebody that walks that park every day that thinks, man, I wish I could do something about these people that are tearing this stuff up. You know,
We have not had near the problem at the city park this year we didn't have. And I think, with everything activity that's going up there, I think
People are there.
we have not, and they may tear it up tonight, but we haven't, have we had anything tore up in the park this year? I think this year has been a very, I don't know why, but we haven't had the stuff tore up at the park this year, we didn't have it. Yeah, that is that grant application that I'll have to fill out. This, and the,
If I'm here, it shows UV.
oh, hang on, that is another one. That's another one.
Keep him in
All
line.
right, then you got the AC EPD grant application. We've applied for this twice. This is for the UV light at the third plant. This is under for the cities of low income, low to moderate income grant. We should get it someday. Do I have a motion to apply for it again? Paperwork's already in.
I'll make that motion.
In a second,
I'll second.
okay?
Feel like you're coming up with that on the line.
Yes.
Will be great.
Need two more polls left and then white paper. $500 for those double lights, and that's all you're gonna have to put on the pole. I've got money, I was gonna pay for, I got money for 6 of them. $1,500. That'll pay for wiring. If we could get $1,500, we should be able to see. I don't know what the guy charging me on the poles, but I couldn't mount them. Y'all looked at those poles? I told Chris, and he said, you don't make sense. The poles look a lot taller up in the air than they do on the ground. Then he took the poles that's in the ground that we won't put a light on.
Depends on how tall you are.
Yeah.
Don't look so big.
All right, but we're looking for the $500 we're paying for the lights, and then we still need to get wiring. Think about the 8 lights, what you did, 5 to load. It'd be nice, those 2 poles that sat in there, if we had the money to spin around and put 2 on that backside to light that skate ball core. We've already got the poles, the poles are already up there. But if you just put a light on the back of it, you could light that. So if you do that, you need another $1,000. If people see this, maybe they'll, it's like I told Federal Wall Joey, come on the line, want someone come in and watch it. God, we're doing all we can do. Y'all just want help, we got the poles. We got poles laying up there we bought last year at the park. I got 15 more poles. We could light 2 more ball fields. We got somebody make light. We got the poles. That's the expensive thing, usually. Okay. All right. The next thing I basically called all you guys, we don't have a raw water meter working at the water plant. I've called all of y'all already.
Just to clarify, because me and you talked about this other day, but the day you and I went down there to the water plant, whenever you were first walking up where you would go to Howardsville, you would go to the left, back towards Plowers, and there's a little aluminum box, you raise that lid, you go down a little ladder, and that's that meter we're talking about?
No.
Okay.
The meter, that is the meter, that's the, if you
That's
going
your
out,
water going
that's
out
the
the
water going out. If we replace that meter, it's working.
Okay.
This meter is for Howard to know how much water. Howard takes a runtime on a motor and tries to average how much water is coming in the plant.
Okay.
That meter's not been working for, he's got a meter to get him a reading, but it's not right.
Okay.
And this is the meter to, these big meters are expensive.
While we're on the subject, you know, whenever we had that bad freeze and our meter, our measurement
Telemetry?
device messed up, it froze in the full position that we had the water in the tanks
Right.
at that one point.
Right.
Has that been corrected where we don't have a repeat of that?
Those were
Yeah,
towers.
that's
That's what
that's
the dog
why
box
they got finished up with all those dog boxes that got.
That's the
that-
boxes that
That is
go
what
around.
we have got finished.
Okay.
Those are all in and working. They're all there.
All right.
This meter is ordered, but I would still like you to prove it. Y'all gave me verbal. It's not here yet.
I'll make a motion to approve that.
It'll be $10,783.93. I have a motion, have a second.
I'll second.
All in favor, roll call.
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Yes.
The next 2 items are both the 2 different pumps in the same pump station. One was complete, one was out. We don't have a backup. The one has been installed, but we need to approve the, it's $11,000. I got permission by that, but I'll bring all this by y'all. That's the pumps at Davis lift station. One of those is in running today, and the other one is back up, because that other pump is.
Are these both ordered at the same time?
Sir?
These both ordered at the same time?
Another order.
One was like 3 days
I
before
was
the
saying
other.
the freight, look at the
The
freight.
freight, I know, that's
They
I was
can't
about
ship,
to-
for some reason, in Arkansas, Denver can't ship it 1 pump at a time.
Yeah, but
No idea
it's
why.
crazy because they used the same company.
The same company.
It ended up being a $70 difference.
Yeah. He needs another snack at the truck.
I guess, I don't know.
But if y'all can approve those are pump stations. Those, one is in running, one is a spare.
You
I'll
said
make
this was
that-
Davis, right?
I'll make
These are
that.
at Davis.
I'll make that
Both
motion.
these are-
I'll second.
Sorry, yes. I'll make
So
that
we got
motion.
north side, south side board coming together here, huh? Come on.
That pump only used for Davis, can it back up only be used at Davis or anyone?
That pump is only size Davis.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, you basically got a backup
Most of them
for
are all
everything, but you never have a
Okay.
backup pump Davis.
Very few pumps in the system are the same. Wow. There's only like one place that you can use. No, can't anymore because the cemetery's been taken out.
Yeah. I make a motion
We got
for
those pumps.
Yeah.
We got those 2 pumps that we took out of the cemetery, we got those backup pumps.
They're in there. They're in there. Yeah, well, I second it.
Motion second.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, this is a next thing is a quarterly letter, just letting y'all know they're getting sent in, we're administrative order to sewer. This is just telling the state, I don't know why they don't know what we're doing, they don't know what we're doing. We have to send these reports in every quarter. There's not anything to vote on, that's just a quarterly report that goes into, code enforcement. Next thing, Jason has got the sewer audit for December 31, 23, we finally got back on the water.
And Boone Water Sewer audit for period ending December 31st, 23. Which was done by Turner, Rogers, Manning, and Tyler out of Philadelphia. You see the first page is just management's discussion and analysis, basically a summary of what's so far. Third page is the auditor's report, which in an audit you've got 3 options: a qualified opinion, unqualified opinion, and no opinion. This is an unqualified opinion, which is the second paragraph, which says in all material respects, respect the financial position of Glenwood Water and Sewer Department as of December 31st, 23 and 22, respect to changes in financial position where applicable, cash flows, thereof for the year ended in accordance with county practice generally accepted in the United States of America are presented fairly. So there are no issues. If there were, qualified opinion, that's when they say we agree with some of it, but we don't agree with some of it. It's unqualified opinion, everything is presented fairly and all material respects. Which they also looked at our internal controls, which is part of the audit, and, all the secret stuff. Who does what, and stuff, and make sure we've got good control of what's going on. Be happy to try to answer any other questions I have.
And this will go in with the state does not audit the water and sewer department in their state audit, but this audit goes to the state, and it will be included in our audit if the state saw something they didn't like. So Jason explained, this is a much more detailed audit than what the state audits the city and city general, correct? This is a much more in-depth audit than when the state comes in and audits the general and police fund. This is a lot more in-depth audit. But it will be included in your, when we have to do the approval for the State Audit Act, we'll approve it for the overall state. Does anybody have any other questions on the audit? The water department? If not, do I have a motion to accept the December 31st, 23 water and sewer audit? Johnny made a motion to accept that, second.
Yes.
Roll call.
Al? Yes. Chris?
Yes.
Jimmy?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. The printer and the police department. It's not a, you got a bid. Datamax is the one that the city's been doing all this work from. And if you go in there and look, there's a sheet in there from Datamax. That sheet right here in the Datamax folder. And then this is just a copy of the
This one what?
copier that Datamax wants to take you up to the $72.30 a month fee that we're paying for the one in the water in the police department. Now, if you change it, I will take it to the maintenance line that don't have to work at the printer or been the printer that work out there.
You got 3 printers?
We're
All
paying
this in the 3 printers. Select.
$72.30 today
Gotcha.
for that printer that's in there maintenance. That's on the sheet right here. If you get a color printer, it's going to go to $133.14 a month on the one they're proposing, and they've got one for $165 and one for $124.
133 is the top around 65, 60 months. Another one for 165 is 36 months. So bottom one is the lower end of around 6 months.
I used to do all this stuff with Datamax. I have replaced my color printers at the store with this printer right here. You buy it one time for $719.98. It is a toner printer. We're having great luck with it at the store. And if you look at the reason I did it, that monthly maintenance multiplied 133.14 times 12. So you got.
Yeah.
This doesn't have maintenance on this, but every 2 years I buy a printer.
I've got experience with exactly this subject in pretty good depth over a period of years. I'm with you on 719.
I moved everything I got off
If
this
it gives you very
company
much
and
trouble, you can jump
put
and
this
get
up.
over.
The copy cost on this is the same. You're paying a copy cost. Black and white's 2.3 cents, and the color is going to be, it's going to 1 cent on the new machine. The color is going to be 4.2. The toner cost is what that is, and that's going to be about the same on the 719 if you go with it. So you'll still have that. The toner cost is going to be there no matter which one it is.
This the same printer we got at the store?
Yes, the one that's on Brandy's desk on the
How much
list.
y'all print? I can promise you.
Well, I'm not going to go get, I'm not looking at all. I just, easier for my color printer than we can do. Things we do have to be done.
We're under contract with this other printer. We're going to have to buy a printer. I would take over the black and white printer for the maintenance department. I'm under contract with that. Let's move that printer to the maintenance. They can't print.
I'll make a motion, we go buy the one you have experience with.
Yes, color printer fax, copier.
It line up.
It does all three.
I use Brother Phone.
Yeah, I mean, That's what we we use. print,
Yeah, I'll do.
The only problem I've
You
had
can
with
select
these, on the
black
ones
and
we put
white
in black and
or
white at the store, I run statements once a month and you got 10,000 pages going to it. This doesn't have a big enough data card to hold 10,000 pages, so it's not going to be doing that. So that computer that's got that printing out statement report is tied up till it gets enough room to release the memory into here, but you're not going to have it up here. So, we don't print that much money either. Print that much. Well, yeah, I guess it is money. We don't print that many. We won't be printing. I forgot it's like 500 sheets. That's what you can hold in memory at a time. You're not going to hold it.
I'm for it. We got a motion, I'll second.
Motion, who made the motion? Alan made the motion.
Yes.
Which one?
I did.
You second it, roll call.
Al, yes, Chris.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. How much longer you got on the mother? Can you get out of those?
Let's see.
Yeah.
That one
Yes.
should be able to have a contract,
Check.
because that's the one that's in the water sewer.
Water sewer, check on it.
No, that was the one that's in Brenda's office.
Brenda's
Did you buy
office.
that?
Yeah, get rid of that maintenance, I'll get another one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Check that out.
We'll have to go for the contract they signed on the I don't know what that is.
That's fine, but you can get the other one
Come
out.
down here,
Yeah.
next contract, we'll look at that.
Well, before we adjourn,
We still got a couple more things.
Yeah.
Greg, you still got something else?
say before we
That's what I'm saying, the new person in this room, so they have to say, that we didn't make it able to drive, you didn't make it able to
Okay. All right. Alan, do you have something?
Yes,
I got one more thing too.
I just want the city council or whatever, get feedback, how we gotta do it, but, I've been to different places in Florida and different ones, and of course, we live in an agricultural area, so you got some rural, some whatever, but I would like to see Glenwood, this is me personally, speaking, of course, you know, you have motorcycles, no helmets, no seatbelts, one person running around on. And side by side is much easier to see. I would like to see, I know we can't regulate state highways and all that, but I would love to see us become more side by side friendly in our city, whether it's in the form of ordinance or resolution or however we got to do it. Something that would be where an older couple can get on their little electric golf cart and go ride around. And if we want to sell it might be more trouble it's worth to sell a $50 a year permit or $25 a year permit or something, or something, but as long as it's got good lighting and people ain't drinking and stuff on it, you know, I just think that it would be probably a good thing for our community overall, you know, so just thoughts. But I guess it's something for us to think about. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Excuse me? Yeah. Correct. We might could do something like Johnny was saying over, you know, like from, you know, like 10:10 or, I mean, not 10:10, but, you know, till a certain time or something. I just want us to think about it and figure out what might work for us and make it work. And I will say one other thing, there's a lot of people that come from these communities that, from communities that are used to that, and they don't think anything at all about it. You know, they're just tickling around and they don't really think anything about it. Johnny, you were saying
So Arkansas passed, I believe, it's House Bill 1066, to hold me to that number, but basically, the state has left it up to the cities and or the counties, and you can adopt an ordinance.
Yeah,
There's some stipulations, right? You have to have it registered, you have to have it insured.
yeah,
It's very cool.
yeah.
You can set your own rules and regulations.
Do y'all want to look at, that's something you want to look at?
Something I'd like to look at least see what's out there.
Then we'll call, we call them this week, remind me, call them this week, we got statute, see if they probably got a generic ordinance that can be done.
There is, it's already out.
We just need to bring some
Hey,
back.
Johnny,
When we were red meters,
Johnny, if what you're saying is accurate, and I'm sure it is, if they pass that, there'll be other cities latch on to it. Right?
Yeah, it says it's House Bill 1606.
If it's
Now-
coming out.
It's now there's Act 922. It says, must have serious on alcohol, has been legal, has last survey, the whole is in picture.
That's all I was asking.
Must be like driving. Measure it, yeah.
That's not an ordinance, so that's just the law.
That's the provision from the state.
We need to get this week too, they've got an ordinance, we would have adopted ordinance.
Then we could tackle anything we want to their provision.
Right, they're letting us regulate it, suit our,
That's
I will,
good.
we'll try to get, I'll get with the municipal league and see if they've got an ordinance written on that, and we'll bring it back next meeting to look at it.
Well, one other thing, there is no agricultural deal too, that technically you can throw a bale of hay in the back of your rig and run all over Glenwood, and if they ask you where you going, you want to lie, tell your head over here and feed your horse on the other side of town. The way I understand it, they know that.
Yeah.
I mean, state police.
that don't work.
No, State police has stopped me 2 different times though, on my ATV, 6 place, going down the road. I did not tell them I was going from farm to farm, and the officers were extremely nice, and they said, they smelled my cup to make sure I wasn't drinking, and they said, would you try to stay off of main highway? And I said, yes sir, I sure will. I had my wife, kids with me, and they were extremely nice. And I'm not saying they were officers like that, but they were extremely nice. Right.
All right, I'll get,
Yeah.
Mr. Lee to get us a, we'll get that, I'll have it to you. If I get it to you, I'll try to get it to you. Everybody will get an ordinance.
What's that? That's in there.
That's one.
Okay.
First Street, big man of water.
That's the only bridge we have.
The only bridge that we're looking at is that one on First Street. The rest of them are culverts.
The rest of them are culverts.
Well, we got culverts on Second Street. We stop up all the time to for the bridge. We're not looking at replacing Second Street, the First Street. And I'll let the engineers probably gonna be about the culverts, gonna have some restrictions in it. Because we can't forward bridge, those box, concrete box culverts. That's probably what they'll do down
There's
there.
a lot of water running down there.
A lot of water.
A lot of water. Yeah, but you can't do it there because the sewer line's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's another.
Oh, yeah.
That is not, we're talking about down here over here. You got the other one.
Oh, did you see how you said? See how you said that? You see?
It was kind of a,
Yeah, yeah.
Sad.
yeah, it's sad.
Now then, I need y'all to tell me what to do. If you look at that sheet right here, y'all know I'm building some more apartments. I'm paying for, all the meters, all the water line, all the tap, all the cell, everything. But I need some help from the city to, the water main is in the middle of the road. It's got to be done, to make the tap, you gotta be in the middle of the road. Tell me how much I'm gonna owe the city's crew
Where's this at?
up there on my lake shore, I'm doing those apartments.
I would say you just need to pay the labor on it if they're the ones that going to end up digging it up for you. Because you're already paying for a tap, you've already got all the line bought and
I'm
everything else
paying
bought.
for everything, but I need some help to get City Street done.
Just opinion. I mean, that's just my
I need
opinion.
to tell me somebody said I'm getting something for.
I don't know
Is
anything.
this right here we're talking about? Right here, we're doing the road?
Yes. I got that main is right in the edge of the road.
Chris is a water company.
No, I'm
Chris, I've had one bill, so I don't think so, somebody don't think when the city crew over working on it.
Everybody else is
What'd you
doing
suggest?
I would say that he would need to pay the labor for the guys being out there digging it up. He got the tap. He's going to pay a tap. He's already got the line bought. He's already got the meter bought. He's already got his radios bought. I mean, all that's already done.
I'm putting me up there for.
Pay the city for the labor that they're doing. That's what I would say. That's just my personal opinion.
Put it in, I'm gonna put the meter and the radios in and put it all in.
I agree with Chris.
Good question.
Well, I gotta have meters for those lots, and I'm paying for all the pipe, there's 400 foot of pipe going
You
in
pay
there,
for it.
8 meters,
Pay a tap. So he's
8 taps.
Instead of paying the city a tap. That's
Blow off.
I get your point.
He's just, I do get your point.
I think he's just trying to do what he's supposed
He's saying
to
he's
do.
worried about if somebody comes by and sees the city employees digging the street up. Next to his property.
It's
We'll
going-
be on
it's
Facebook tomorrow.
This line could serve, at one time, we've got Dennis Street's had a water line problem, I don't have any city guys here. This line can actually be hooked onto and go fix the water problem on Dennis Street, right here. This is Opal Street,
Is that the new line you laid?
this is gonna be the new line I laid, we
Yeah.
got down there, but Opal Street right here, Dennis Street, or Dennis is Opal.
What he's not telling you, that's going to be 3-inch ACP, just like we put out there at Salem.
It's a 3-inch.
That line on Dennis Street right there is 2-inch. So you can loop that back in. You got more water there.
So he's under asphalt and everything.
Just being interested, but it's HTP pipe, if HTP leaks, you got a problem.
Hey, just.
I'll do whatever y'all think, man. He's already, he's not paying, he's already paid for it.
I'm paying for the tap and the saddle and the valve box and the blow-off valve and the main, and I'm not paying a tapping fee, but vendor on the meters.
Okay, you're having a hard tap.
Yeah, one tap only for a meter. I just don't want somebody, y'all tell me what to do, and I don't want somebody saying I did something I wasn't supposed to do, that's all I'm asking. Y'all tell me what to do before we start.
What?
Most of the time, the city
Yeah.
paid Dylan for paying for putting everything in, but I'm paying for everything. I'm paying all the labor, putting everything else in, I'm paying for all the meters, I'm paying for all the taps. I just don't want somebody to say,
So
I tell you what.
I'll say this: if there's potential for that bridge to fix
Yeah.
that City Street, I'll say waive the late.
I say you're.
All you got to do is loop that line back in.
Make a motion, I'll second.
the meter, that line's gonna stop right there.
Yeah, that's,
You can tie in and out.
Yes, I am.
Yes, your feet and all that.
At your expense.
Yep.
it's on record, you tried to do the right
Make that
thing,
motion.
you are doing the right thing. So, yeah, we're good.
I'll make the motion.
I second.
What's your motion?
Motion is.
Because it no labor, because
Waive
he's,
labor.
waive labor, because he's improving that line.
I got you.
Kinda like when you make it be mayor.
Right there, Wayne Plata.
vote on this?
Yes. Roll call.
John
Yes.
Cameron, Alan, Chris,
Yes.
Alan, Mayor Lewis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, anything else? Anybody else, anything else?
I do have a question. We had a complaint from citizens last meeting. We didn't follow up with that.
Yes.
North or
Which one do you want to write the ticket on first? One's just as bad as, one's just as bad as the other.
What we said.
We went over and looked at it, and it was a family feud thing, and the other neighbor ain't gonna hit his yard, and he got grass 10 feet tall.
Johnny. He called me 2 or 3 times while he was doing it. And he gave me an update. And then we talked to the other neighbor rep, Judy, and lady, what's her name? What's the lady's name? I couldn't remember her name. Right, I couldn't remember her name. Yeah, the last name is, yes. Correct. Right. Right. Yeah, okay.
Eddie Pennington. There you go.
Let's call it that.
I think we gotta take care of it, we just.
I understand.
Yeah, but the day he talked to you, he said you were really nice and you were gonna work towards the end, just like I'll work it out. I'd like to watch you adjourn.
Have a second? Roll call.
Alan,
Yes.
Chris,
Yes.
Jimmy.